Tabby with the inbound here. 19 on the shot clock, so they've got a few seconds to play with. Heavy defense from Jathan Bell for Doris on the inbound. Monroe looking for an outlet. Adderley back out to Dames. Monroe can't find anybody with the rock. The long three from Romad Dames, no good. And a shot clock violation there for Tabernacle. Mystic Marlins with an opportunity here to try cut into this early three-point lead. Shepard sizes up, drives through two defenders, no good. He has contact.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for them so far on the offensive end. Points really hard to come by.
Tabby, backcourt violation. So a little bit of luck here for the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. Shepard again, outside, stepping on the end line. Another turnover. And that may prove to be a crucial stat as we look forward to this game. These turnovers, unforced turnovers. There was no pressure, well, not heavy pressure on him there.
I feel like both teams are just trying to force the issue right now. No one really setting up their offense. No one making a few passes during their set.
Tabby taps it around into the hands of Joshua Dames. Dames with the miss. Tabernacle bringing it up. They think hard about it, pulls it back out. Driving hard into the hands of Malachi McCoy. McCoy again with the rebound, trying to work hard for Doris. Jathan Bell with the rock. Drives to two defenders, hands out to Saunders. Saunders out to Shepard. Shepard thinks about it, drives past three defenders. Malachi McCoy trying to make the strong move. He's deflected and off to the races. It's Tabernacle. And the block from Malachi McCoy.
We definitely saw that coming.
Yeah.
We definitely saw that coming.
I think that's a lot of acting there. McCoy got a very clean block. That may have been a little bit of embarrassment on that block.
For sure.
Slow to get up is Ethan Monroe for Tabby. Taiko Lowe gets it to McCoy. McCoy is blocked, but the difference is it will stay Doris ball on this side.
One of Doris's players, Jathan Bell, he can create as well. I want to see him get a little more involved in the offensive end.
Bell with the inbound to Janice Shepard. Easy two. And Doris goes up 5-4 with 3:44 on the clock in this first quarter. Driving again, Joshua getting under him. It looks like he was in that no-charge semicircle. Malachi McCoy offering up his body for the charge, but gets none. I think he was on this no-charge semicircle, and that prevented him from getting the charge. So going to the line to shoot two, I think that is Joshua Dames for Tabernacle.
I think McCoy picked up his second one on that too.
I think it was his second, just waiting for the official stats to refresh. Pardon me, that's Donato Adderley at the line to shoot two. To shoot one, they counted the basket. The miss there, and Joshua Burrows picks up the rebound for Doris and just hands it away to Dames. Dames one-on-one with Burrows, no good. Doris able to pull it back down. They're off to the races. Pulls back out into the hands of Bell. Bell slashing, no good. Tabby off to the races now. Dames gets it back out. The 1-2 Euro step is no good for Tabernacle at that point. They get their own rebound. Long three No good. Pulling it down now is Taiko Lowe for Doris Johnson. And looks like Doris is going to slow things down just a bit here.
It's been a struggle on offense for both teams.
Shepard to Joshua. Burrows with the miss. And Joshua Dames now for Tabernacle bringing the rock up.
This is definitely a quarter both teams would like to forget.
It's been very, very scrappy here. And another foul that just was not necessary at this point. So Doris Johnson is going to take a timeout to talk things over on this one.
I think this was more to just slow everyone down as well, because they're just playing at a frenetic pace. No one able to come up with any real plays on offense.
And like you said, that just for confirmation, that was Malachi McCoy's second personal foul. So that may change the way that Tabernacle is going to approach the rest of this quarter.
Definitely opens up some lanes to the rim now. Their main rim protector on the bench for a good amount of time too, about 2 minutes left in this quarter. And it's going to be interesting to see if he brings him in directly at the start of the second or bring him in during the midpoint, which allows a long window for Tabernacle to try and attack the paint.
And again, very dangerous right now. Doris only has 3 fouls, 2 of them on McCoy, 1 on Janice Shepard. And like we said, Janice has been having some difficulty staying out of foul trouble in this tournament. I think at least 2 of their games, he's been sent off with his 5th foul.
And you can't do that when you're someone that relies on the drive as heavily as he does and is susceptible to pick up so many charging fouls.
So 2:36 to go here in this first quarter. Tabernacle Baptist Falcons up 6-5 on the Mystic Marlins from Doris Johnson in Nassau. This is the first of 2 semifinals tonight here in the 2019 High School National Championships, brought to you by IL Cares on ILTV. 7 seconds on the shot clock. No opening yet for Dean. Dean gets it around. The fire with seconds to go, and it is good for Dean. Tabby goes up 8-5. Doris looking for an outlet. Shepard still in. Long cross pass. Out to Bell. Bell fires for the long J. No good. And here comes Tabernacle trying to make something happen. Tabby back and forth. Monroe for the long 3. No good. Back into the hands of Monroe. They pass it around. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Passing it inside. Looks as if it was, not quite sure who that is. That is Saunders, able to get it. He brings it down all the way, the miss. And it looks as if Matthew Lowe changes up everything for them. The drive from Tabernacle's Dean, no good.
Well, now what's happened is Tabernacle, seeing that McCoy is out of the game, they've gotten very predictable. They're not trying to take long shots, they're not whipping it around. Everyone is just trying to attack the rim.
Doris looking to cut things down here. Michael Balfour. Luckily, he stepped out of bounds because it looked as if that might have been a charge. Tabby bringing it up. They're up 8-7. Just under a minute to go in this first quarter. Monroe looking for an outlet. He takes the long 3 himself. No good. Pulling down the rebound. Taiko Lowe for Doris. Doris gets it into the hands of Michael Balfour, and I think he's called for the travel. Oh no, it's a foul. .17 on the shot clock. Doris, wild inbound. Janice Shepard able to save it. Shepard is sizing up, drives past two defenders. He's stripped, almost all by himself. Bell breaks it up, but not able to hold on to it. So it will remain Tabernacle ball with 21 seconds to go in this shot clock period, but 31 seconds to go in this quarter.
Bell kind of lucky he didn't pick up a careless foul on that one, charging into Dames like that. Even though it's a loose ball, you can't just dive into the person.
You don't want to take that type of risk, but paid off for him. Monroe back out to Dean. Dean into Monroe's hands, back around. Looks like as if it's going to be a foul on, not quite sure who the foul was on, but it looks as if they finally put it on Joshua Burrows. Again, another Doris Johnson player who can ill afford to get into foul trouble. So Joshua Dames shooting 2 at the line for Tabernacle.
It's been a slow start for him. A lot of blown layups. He had about 4 or 5, and now they missed the free throw.
Makes the second one. Tabby up to 9-7, 18 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Saunders back out to Shepard. Shepard swings it around. Saunders driving himself, takes it, tries the hook, no good. 2 seconds to go. Tabby trying to make something out of it. The fire. It looks as if it would have been good if it went, but Romadin just a split second too early, but a split second too far away. Looking down here near the Doris side, Matthew Saunders is looking like he's in pain. He's puts up some good numbers for Doris throughout this tournament, and it looks as if his left ankle is the one that's giving the pain, and he's clearly in some sort of pain. I've never seen him, and I've seen most of their games for the regular season. I've never seen him not wanting to get up. I think earlier he tried to get up, but his foot just came from under him.
I think he stepped on a foot coming down on that last possession on the end of the floor there.
And again, Matthew puts up averaging about 18 minutes for them. Hopefully he's able to shake it off. I've never seen him not bouncing up quickly, so that's going to possibly play for Doris later on in this game. He still is a bit smarting on that left ankle. You can see him there walking back towards the bench. And it looks like they're going to keep him in, even though he is smarting on that. I guess Coach Nico Bowles is going to let him try play through it. Right now, the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons up 9-7 on the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins, the defending Hugh Campbell champions and the defending GSSA champions, looking to add their third stone in their glove this year. Shepard thinks about it. Thinks twice, thinks the third time, passes it off to Saunders. Saunders into Low with the turnaround J. He eventually bounces around and in, and we've got a tie ball game at 9.
You would never think that if you said a Doris Johnson and Tabernacle game, the score would be 9-9.
Both usually high productive scorers, but again, they may be applying a lot more defense on this one. And again, Janice Shepard picks up another silly foul.
This is going to be tough on the Marlins. They're going to have to go deep into the bench in a few minutes, while Tabernacle players are relatively pretty much out of foul trouble.
Right, so now that's Janice Shepard's second. Malachi McCoy has 2. You're having problems with Matthew Saunders smarting on his ankle. So a lot of things are playing and not playing on a good side right now for the Mystic Marlins. Tabernacle, no push over themselves. They are going to come out strong. Taking advantage, Ethan Monroe fires the 3, no good. The fight down low for the possession of the rebound. It will be a jump ball, and the arrow points in favor of the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. Marlins bringing it up. Michael Balfour Trying to get it over into the hands of Matthew Saunders, no good. Saunders seems like he's still trying to play through that left foot, but he still looks like he's smarting and favoring his right leg because of that. Long three from Romad Dean, no good. Doris Johnson pulls down the rebound into the hands of Janice Shepard. Shepard bringing it up, thinks about driving through 2 defenders. Passes over to Matthew Saunders, and Saunders can't just hold on to it.
Yeah, because he couldn't move to get the ball just now.
There you see him still favoring his right ankle, his right leg, because of that left ankle injury. See how that continues to play for him right now. Ethan Monroe gets rid of the defender, fires the 3. If I've ever seen a dagger from a short man, that's it.
Had the big man on skates on that possession. He's going to want that footage.
And then just like that, one mistake compounded by a second one. Doris Johnson, Mystic Mullins throws away the rock. And Doris takes the timeout here early in the second quarter.
That was a good move.
It was a
good move.
He got Matthew Lowe going real quick on that one. As you can see, Doris still trying to make sure that they're still focused in this. And on the opposite end, the Falcons seem very easy right now. They're not playing with any pressure. They seem, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but they're very confidently relaxed, if that's a way to describe it.
Well, they look like they're starting to figure it out, how to score in this team that plays such good defense. As you see, they try to bring McCoy back in now to stop the bleeding.
Again, Malachi McCoy back into the game for the Mystic Marlins, playing with a precarious 2 fouls. And several times during the year, McCoy got into foul trouble and had to sit out for an entire quarter at least twice just because of that. Tabby gets it in. Outside now to Isaiah Brennan. Brennan with the miss. Saunders trying to keep a hold of it in the backcourt. He is knocked free. And Taiko Lowe will bring it in. Lowe over to Shepard. Shepard back to Lowe. Lowe back to Shepard. Shepard to Lowe. Almost sounds like a law firm. Lowe takes it himself for 2. Opening there for Tabernacle Baptist, and Romad Dean tries to convert but is fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And the fouls continue to add up.
That foul on Michael Balfour for Doris Johnson. His first. As Dean hits the first of 2 free throws. Tabby back up 13-11. It stays right there with the miss. Taiko Lowe brings it up. Over to Shepard. Shepard driving baseline. Gets by 3 defenders. Easy finger roll, and we're tied again at 13 with 5:11 to go here in this second quarter. Tabby slashing baseline. Back out into Dean. Dean, the foul, and the and 1.
That came off a good wraparound pass. Got him wide open in the chest.
So I think McCoy goes back out, and they've brought Lowe back in. Is that Matthew Lowe? I think they've brought back in. And Tabby back up 3 now, 16-13, 5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Lowe inside the Bell. Bell drives it by himself. No good. The put back and clean up there by Michael Balfour. Tied again. It was early, but now we're down 1, 16-15. Eagles up on the Mystic Marlins. Tabby having trouble getting it into the hands of Dean. Dean with the miss. He gets his own rebound, gets it twice. Third time is good.
Good second chance by Thames, working his way in the paint. Switching it up a bit. Things not falling from the outside. You got to work your way in.
And at the same time, they're getting the fouls as well. So Thames with the miss, 18-15, 4:27 to go here in this second quarter. Driving hard, Lowe gets it out to Shepard. Shepard drives himself, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Romad Dean for Tabernacle Baptist. They think about going off to the races. They pull back, get it into the hands of Monroe. Monroe sizes up. Saunders still plagued by that ankle injury. Not as quick as he's usually. Again, Dames tries to slip by. Outside now for the long three, no good. The rebound from Bell. Bell off to the races. 3 defenders. He's going to take it himself. And is blocked. Gets his own rebound. Was very off balance there on that baseline. Shepard, the nice floater, no good. And pulling down the rebound is Monroe for Tabernacle. And eventually Donato Adderley gets the rock as Joshua Dames brings it up. Dames driving, getting in the way right there. And it's a good offensive foul right there. That was Bell that slipped right in there. He's sacrificing his body trying to get some production here for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons to stop that bleeding that they have going. Tabby, though, still up 18-15, 3:28 to go here in this second quarter. Saunders with the rock. Back out to Lowe. Lowe to Saunders. Saunders to Matthew Lowe. Matthew Lowe takes it by himself for 2.
Yeah, he had a really good GSSA run. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of him in this tournament.
Jared Hall slashes by himself. And looks like it will be a foul on the drive.
Another big man picking up a foul.
Shocked. Looks like we're getting a technical foul. The technical foul is going to be on the coach. Not necessarily thinking it's directly on the coach or if it's on the bench, but Danico Bowles very agitated on that sideline. He's pleading his case to one of the officials. So in the new paradigm, when you have a technical foul, the technical foul takes priority on everything. We're going to shoot the technical foul first. And so Ethan Monroe taking that technical foul, so they'll shoot 1. And then we'll pick back up the game. Almost identical what happens in the NBA. The technical foul takes priority. So now we're going to shoot, I think it was 2, because a lot was going on. We're going to shoot 2 now.
This could be an important swing for Tabby to gain some distance.
Yep. He makes another one. Tabby up 3, 2017. 3:05 on the clock. Misses that one. Lowe pulls down the rebound. Saunders. Out to Shepard. Shepard thinks about it. Gets by the defenders. Avoids the block. Lowe gets the rebound. Goes up himself, and he's fouled. So Matthew Lowe will go to the line to shoot 2 for Doris Johnson. 2:50 on the game clock here for this half.
He's done a really good job in McCoy's absence on the bench with those fouls.
Richard Lowe with 4 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Richard misses the first. 2:50 on the game clock. 2017 the score here right now. Low misses both. Tabernacle able to pull it down. Dean gets it back out to Joshua Dames. Dames, heavy pressure. Dames loses control. Tries to get it back. They do. The J, the long, pardon me, it was a 3. Tabby goes up 6. 23-17, 2:32. Doris looking to stop the bleeding right now. Joshua Burrows, heavy defense. Gets it back into the hands of Richard Lowe.
Lowe's height definitely giving Tabernacle some problems on the inside.
The foul is on Joshua Dames. I think that will be his second. That is Joshua Dames' second foul for Tabernacle. Lowe with an opportunity to cut the lead down again. Not able to connect on the free throw. Tabernacle still up 23-19. 2:16 to go here in this first half of this first semifinal in the 2019 High School Basketball Championships. Tabby with the drive. Ethan Monroe able to make the connection. They're back up 6. Burrows, heavy pressure. Shepard trying to shake the defender.
It's a difficult pass to handle. He threw it a bit too hard for a teammate that was too close. Doris they have to be careful in this little instance right here.
This 140 in this first half is going to be crucial for Doris if they want to have any hopes of staying in contention in this matchup. Dean looks for an outlet. As he tried to make the pass, it was a carrying call. Raylan Saunders entering the game now for Doris. 1:29 to go. Eagles. Janice Shepard. The pass out to Richard Lowe, and that seemed almost hurtful there when he got hit on his neck. But he will go to the line to shoot 2 with an opportunity to cut this down to maybe 4. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to not call it on continuation. They're going to call it on that first action, which I presumed is what they probably would have called. Shepard with the inbound.
Good hustle there from Dames.
Dames was able to break that up, getting it now into the hands of Jarrett Hall. Hall thinking about it, passes out to Dames. Dames with the long 3. And that, wow. 9-point lead.
That's a reward for his defense on that one just now.
Offensive foul called on Jathan Bell. Looks as if he pushed off. And the defending Hugh Campbell champions, the defending GSSA champion, Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins, on the verge of being eliminated if they don't get their act together. Here, they're down 9 on the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. Falcons, 51 seconds. A chance to take this lead into double digits. With the rock, Ethan Monroe. Monroe looking for Dames. Doesn't get it into the hands of Jarrett Hall. Hall tries to get past the defender. Drives by 1, drives by 2, and is fouled. Going to the line to shoot 2.
We have another player down for Doris Johnson once again.
Not quite sure exactly who it is there on Doris Johnson's side. I'm thinking that may have been Jathan Bell that popped up.
Took a hard fall.
Jathan Bell, number 1, trying to shake it off there near mid-court. And he will be replaced there again by another ailing player, Matthew Saunders, who had that injury earlier.
Forcing Bowles to be creative there on that sideline.
Jared Hall, number 13, not able to extend this lead into double digits. The Falcons from Tabernacle Baptist still up 9 on the defending Hugh Campbell champion Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. Misses both. 30 seconds to go here in this first half. Shepard to Saunders. Saunders going by himself. Able to make the connection and cuts the lead down to 7, 28-21. 21 seconds to go here in this first semifinals first half. Dames trying to get rid of Saunders. Saunders plagued by that ankle. Dames with the spin and is going to be rewarded with the 2 free throws on the foul. The Dames going to the line to shoot 2 for the Falcons from Tabernacle. Makes the first. 29-21, 6.6 seconds to go here in this first half. Makes the second. Lead back up to 9 for Tabernacle. Doris brings it in very cautiously. Tristan Isaacs. Outside for the 3. From Saunders, and again you can almost see him still limping on that leg. So again, a lot going on here in this first half between the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons and the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. So again, when you look at a few things, in a very few things, Doris Johnson is being able to win that rebounding game. They've got 25-16, but it's not being turned over into points.
Well, honestly, with Doris Johnson, it's only so much you can do when your best players are on the bench or hurt. So for them, they're just trying to find ways to be creative. They had a lot of blown layups too, so they should have more than this 24 points that they have now, but they just have to find a way to play a smarter brand of basketball, honestly.
Malachi McCoy with 3 fouls is going to be a big factor coming into that second half for Doris.
Yeah, because that limits how aggressive he can be protecting that paint for you, how aggressive he can be on the offensive end as well, diving in and crashing for offensive rebounds. You don't want to pick up silly fouls in that way as well. So it really limits him and forces him to use some more skill as opposed to athleticism.
When you talk about the foul differential, there have been only 5 fouls called on Tabernacle compared to the 14 that have been called on Doris Johnson. Is that indicative of the type of play that Doris has?
Yeah, they play that fast, phonetic pace. They get up and down. They like to charge at the rim a lot. So a few of those have been charging fouls as well. Tabernacle is just playing its own defense right now. Because of the fact that Doris Johnson's best players are out, they can settle in the zone and just play it safe.
Doris getting most of their points, 20 of them in fact, in the paint. That's been almost their MO for the entire season.
Well, if you look at it, they don't shoot a lot of threes. They aren't known for being three-point shooters. And what that also does is limit their assists. So it limits their ball movement, makes them more predictable. So you see things kind of grind down to a halt sometimes when they can't get in, and they go on these scoring droughts, even though they have 20 points in the paint.
Joshua Dames has been a beast now for Tabernacle Baptist with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. He's going to be the go-to guy for them in the second half.
My thing is what he's doing on the defensive end. If you look at it, he's diving on the floor for loose balls. When he loses the ball or misses in the backcourt, he's attacking, forcing their guards to commit turnovers. So although he's been solid on offense, I've been more impressed with his defense.
Jared Hall and of course, Ethan Monroe putting up strong numbers, 6 points each. They're going to be those supporting players that they're going to need, especially in the second half, to keep this 6-point lead.
Yeah, they're not big by stature, but they do play with a lot of heart, especially on the wings. They control the ball. Because they're shorter guys, like to try and press them and try to force the ball out of their hands, but they're solid.
Tabby has had at least a 9-point lead. The biggest lead that Doris Johnson had was 1 point, and that was early on in the first quarter. What is the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins going to come out here in this second half trying to do?
Well, they're going to have their best players on the court to start it. They want to be aggressive, play their style of basketball, try to get Tabernacle off their pace a bit by pushing the ball.
What do you think you're going to see on the next end of the court?
As far as Tabernacle, they look to keep it spread. You know, they like the pace that the game is going right now, not too fast. They're able to make about 4 or 5 passes like they like to do before they take shots. So look for them to try to slow things down when Doris Johnson begins to push.
No big surprise that Joshua Dames is leading all scorers right now with 10 points. But when you look on Doris Johnson's side, you see Taiko Lowe, number 6, with 6 points. Matthew Saunders with 13. Janice Shepard, of course, with 4. That's uncharacteristic for him to have just 4 points in the first half. This seems to would be a lot of concern for Danico Bolds.
Yeah, but sometimes this is why everybody comes to practice. So everyone can play when your star players don't have it. You saw Richard Lowe come in and give them some really good minutes, about 6 points, and had 6 offensive rebounds exclusively. So they kind of provided a shoulder for the starters to lean on. Hopefully they can close it in the second half.
Richard Lowe with 6 points for the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins as they come out. We've got about 45 seconds to go until this second half starts. Again, they're trying to make sure that they get into that championship set for tomorrow night. And again, Tabernacle came out and sat down. I always like to see how teams come out of the locker room. Tabernacle came out and sat down. They didn't warm up. They just completely sat down. I don't know if that's, again, that confidence that we were talking about a little bit earlier from them.
No, that's just a sign of the style they want to play. They want to take it really slow, and wind Doris down a bit. You know, Doris gets you at they play that GSSA pace of the press in and the fast drive to the rim. So you just want to calm them down and keep them moving at a slow pace.
Doris came out with a little pep in their step, though.
Because that's the way they play. That's just their style. That's what they want to do. They want to force the issue. They want to turn Tabernacle up.
All right, so here we go. We're getting started for the second half of the matchup between the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons out of Freeport, Grand Bahama, and the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins out of New Providence. Doris Johnson right now, the defending Hugh Campbell champions, the defending GSSA champions. They would like to put this national championship in that trophy case for Doris Johnson. Standing in their way right now, the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons, and they're making a run for it to make sure they are the upsetters and can pick up their own championship here. So 30-24, we're getting ready to start here. It will be Tabernacle Baptist ball to start things off. Again, not quite sure what the holdup is. Is there something on the floor? On the far end, it looks as if there's some liquid or something on the floor. Looks like one of the commissioners is going to go and get it. There you see Joshua Dames getting ready. He's kind of anxious to get this game started. But it looks as if there is some sort of liquid on the floor on the far end near the entrance here at the St. George's Gym.
We have some serious concern now with the floor. We're going to ask those young men that are playing on the court. Parents are going to ask you to restrain them. We cannot have any of these student athletes get ahead of their night.
So again, it seems as if during the halftime, some of the kids that take advantage of the open court may have spilled something. I know that one of the officials earlier today had some gum stuck on their shoe. So again, all those things can play a big role in how these players play. So here we go, the start of the second half. Tabernacle fires quickly. No good. Shepard slow to get back up and into the play. Taking it by himself is Tristan Isaacs. Isaacs out to Saunders. Saunders with the long three, no good. Tabernacle able to pull it down. Adley with the rock. Saunders applying pressure. Adley takes advantage of the pick. The long three. Good again from no big shock there, and Ethan Monroe.
Yeah, he's not scared at all to take it. Launches it with so much confidence. And does Dames again on defense.
Here we go. 3-on-1. The pass outside. Joshua Dames able to convert. Very quickly, Tabernacle going up 35-24 on Doris. Doris trying to stop the bleeding there. 35-26 on that connection there from Lowe. Adley with the rock. Adley to Dames. Dames with the long three. Hits off the front of the lip. Janice Shepard tracks it down for Doris Johnson. Getting it around into the hands of Lowe. Lowe driving himself for two. And still a 7-point lead here from the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. Falcons inside. Pulls it back out. The three again here from Dames, and he connects again. He seems to be unstoppable from that three-point range. They may want to try to shut him down. Lead for the first time in double digits for the Falcons from Tabernacle Baptist. Shepard. The long J is good for two, cutting the lead back down to 8 with 5:45 to go here in this second half, third quarter of the 2019 High School Basketball Championship semifinal. Dames, pressure applied. Lowe puts up a wall. No good. Dames gets his own rebound. Fires again. No good. Dame gets the rebound. Outside now to no shock there from Monroe. And again, pulling it down is Travon Aline for Tabby. Trying to get some solid minutes there for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. Puts it up. No good. And it's Lowe that pulls down the rock. Off to the races now. Taiko Lowe tries to split the defenders. Goes up. No foul. But it eventually the tap in there from Saunders.
Tabby had 4 chances to come up with something on that last possession.
A lot of pressure there from Doris Johnson's. Taiko Lowe, and he's going to be replaced. Malachi McCoy comes back in, playing with a precarious 3 fouls. Doris Johnson with 2 big men in right now. Driving baseline is Dames. He comes back out. The rebound there from Janice Shepard. Shepard thinks about going. Stops right there in front of the defender. Outside now. No good. Shepard tries to fake. Takes the low pick. Is stripped. They fight to get it back. Almost a rugby scrub there. And slow to get out of the rugby scrum. So on the jump ball, it looks as if it will stay Doris Johnson's ball. A lot of sweaty bodies on the ground, so they're going to try to clean it up. Again, the Falcons from Tabernacle up 38-32 on the Mystic Marlins. Tabby led by as much as 10. The Mystic Marlins never leading this except for very early on in this matchup. Tabby having full control of this game. 4:19 to go here in this third quarter.
Both teams getting a little more comfortable on offense, you see at the beginning of this third quarter.
Doris still playing with 2 big men in there. They've got Malachi McCoy and Richard Lowe, both of them in here. McCoy with the rock. Outside to Saunders. Saunders back. They did not realize that they had a few seconds left on the shot clock. So Tabby trying to get back into a more dominant spot, holding on off the defending Hugh Campbell champion, Doris Johnson, Mystic Marlins. Back around, no good. Low with the rebound. Low, trying to bring the rock. Gets it in the hands of Janice Shepard. Shepard being chased in the back. Shepard drives past the defender. No good there. Low with the rebound. Turn around, trying to get the J out of his hands. No good. Malachi McCoy not able to track down the rebound. And it looks as if Tabernacle was able to grab onto it, but then fell out of bounds. So, lucky turn of events here for the Mystic Marlins. Tabby, though, still up 6, 38-32, 3:44. The inbound. Low. Might have gotten away with the travel there. Turnaround Jay. And they finally did get him on the travel.
He got away with the first one, but the second one, they couldn't deny him.
I'm hoping he's got a lot of space in his passport because that was a lot of traveling going on. Dames into Monroe. Monroe bringing the rock up. He takes the long three again. No shot there, and no shot that he connects again. 41-32. And a technical foul.
Like I said, he might be short in stature, but he plays with a lot of heart. A little barking at Sanders there, picks up a tee.
So again, like we said, in the new international rules, the technical foul happens right away. They shoot the one, and they will pick it back up from where it was. Janice Shepard at the line to shoot the technical foul for Doris Johnson. He misses. But Doris gets the rock back with 22 seconds on the shot clock in front court. Coach Janico Bulge trying to will something out of his players. Inbounding the ball. Janico Saunders for Doris. Janice Shepard gets through the pressure. Saunders drives baseline. He's attacked by two defenders. Getting the rebound was Malachi McCoy. He's not able to convert, and here comes Tabernacle. Dames passes two defenders, hands it out, and is picked off by Saunders. Janice Shepard loses control. Oh, I think he got away with a travel there as well. But it was Tabby that was able to pick up the rock off the rebound. It may have been tapped by a defender. That's why he was able to go out and recover it. So maybe a good call there on further replay in the mind's eye on that one. Long J from Tabby, no good. Dames tries again and is fouled. And I think that foul is on Malachi McCoy.
Good presence of mind to get it up there at the rim, too, so you could go to the line instead of taking it out of bounds.
So now McCoy has his fourth foul. Richard Lowe comes back in for Doris Johnson. So they lose the Twin Towers effect that they had. At the line to shoot two is Dames for Tabby. He connects on the first one, brings the lead back up to 10, 42-32. He connects both. The biggest lead of the night for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons, 43-32, 11 points. Burrows for Doris, gets it inside, no good. Tabby having a problem getting the rock to pick up the rebound. They finally do. Lots of pressure. And now another foul from Doris.
Yeah, they're getting too aggressive in the backcourt for no reason. They're getting too worked up. I know you might want to get it back right after a turnover, but you're costing yourself in the long run.
Taiko Lowe picks up the second foul, his second foul for Doris. And Tabby now pretty much in the driver's seat in this matchup. Long ball from Monroe, no good. Lowe picks up the rebound. And I think he may have gotten the favorable call on that one. That might have been close to a charge, but it is going to be a blocking foul out of bounds. He's not shooting, so he will be out of bounds.
That's about as close to a charge as you could get
Yeah,
without
getting a charge.
Doris is going to run out of players soon between
At this
injuries and fouls.
So Malachi McCoy is playing with 4. Janice Shepard is playing with 2. Taika Lowe plays with 2. Also in the lineup with 2 fouls is Rylan Saunders, also with 2. Joshua Burrows, number 10. They've got one other player with 1 foul, and that's Richard Lowe, the big man. But like you said, they're going to start falling quickly if they continue on this pace with these type of fouls. And just to put it out there, only 7 fouls have been called on Tabernacle compared to 17 on Doris. So again, I think that's a little bit indicative not of a disparity, but the type of play that Doris is putting out there tonight. Very aggressive, trying to get their defense working. Saunders to Shepard. Shepard drives past 3 defenders. He's blocked. Ethan Monroe picks up the rebound. Off to the races is Dames. Dames gets no production there, and it's Burrows with the rebound. Burrows brings it up himself. Outside, driving baseline, turning around with the J is Janice Shepard, no good. Adderley for Tabernacle gets the rock on the rebound. Dean trying to bring it up. Back to Adderley. And a turnover there, a very uncharacteristic turnover for Tabernacle right now. And again, just to point that out too, they've only had 7 turnovers for Tabernacle compared to 17 turnovers from Doris Johnson.
It's definitely the pace. It's definitely the pace Doris plays at.
Shepard outside the Bell. Bell no good. Rebound from Tabernacle Baptist. Baptist trying to get back into this one. They've got it. Their play going on. They pull out. Ethan Monroe tries to drive. Loses control, and it looks as if it went off the foot of Joshua Burrows. 13 on the shot clock. Tabby inside to Hall, inside the Dean, pardon me, and he's able to convert.
Tabby's been able to pull away here. You don't really look. The game doesn't really match the score at this point. Doris is still playing hard, but Tabby is gradually just pulling away more and more.
47 seconds to go. And right now, it's still the largest lead for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. They are up 13, 45-32. And a lot of commotion going on the sideline as we try to get this inbound in play with 44 seconds. Isaiah Brennan checking in for Tabernacle Baptist as Donato Adderley goes out for the Falcons that are up 45-32 right now. Dames with the rock. He's pressure applied. 9 seconds to go. Monroe outside. He slips down. Burrows sacrificing his body. Still no opportunity there. It was a shot clock violation, even though Janice Shepard able to get clear control of the rock off of that violation. So with 23.4 seconds to go in this quarter. Here comes the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. Tabby applying the pressure. Shepard thinks about the 3, gets it to Saunders. Saunders drives himself, He's able to connect and tries to stop the bleeding here with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I think that was their first basket in over like 3 minutes.
Shepard with the interception and able to cut it back down to single digits. Unless this connects, it does not. And so the Falcons from Tabernacle Baptist up by as much as 13. They trail their leading part of me 45-36 as the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins trail right now by 9. This is not a position that Coach D'Amico Bowles and his Mystic Marlins have been in for this year. Again, they won the GSSA championship after losing one. They lost one in Hugh Campbell and came back and won the big granddaddy of them all there. He would love to put this championship in that trophy case to go along with the three-peat or the trifecta for them for this year. But they're going to have to, they're huddling right now. They're going to have to come out with something strong in this second half of this second half.
Yeah, if you looked at it, Tabernacle quietly pushed that lead ahead. If you weren't really paying attention to the score and just watching the back and forth, you wouldn't notice that they crept up and went up by as much as 13 before Doris was able to cut it back to single digits.
And again, you see the tail there. Coach D'Amico Bowles trying to draw up something while Tabernacle just relaxing. They're seemingly in the driver's seat in this matchup.
Yeah, but now Doris has to put it all on the table. You can't worry about foul problems when it's just 1 quarter separating the end of the season or a chance to play again tomorrow.
Entering the gym right now, you might be able to see a little bit of them in the background in the burgundy. The St. George's Jaguars, they will be taking on Gateway Christian out of Bimini in the second semifinal here tonight. But here we go. Tabernacle starting things off. Again, they are up 9, leading by as much as 13. And hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for Tabernacle. An unforced turnover there. And again, we said that it's a stark difference in the number of turnovers, but you can't have unforced ones like that if you want to hold on to a lead against a team just like Doris Johnson. Saunders to Burrows. Burrows to Shepard. Shepard tries to drive it himself. No good. Nathaniel Bain checks in for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. Dean gets it back. Doris seems to have an isolation right now on Joshua Dames, trying to deny him. He slips past it and gets the layup, and he gets the and one. Wow.
That was a tough layup, too. He had to go around 2 defenders and bring it up underneath the rim to get that one to go.
It looks as if Doris Johnson's strategy here might be to force someone else besides Dames to score on them. But if you're going to try that strategy, you've got to completely stop him from getting the rock.
Yeah, when you play that, you have to be able to get back and switch. You can't just rely or think that the other person has him.
Tabby back up. 12. Janice Shepard with the miss. Here comes Tabernacle Baptist. Nathaniel Bain for the easy 2 there, and they're up 14 now. Not quite sure what the Mystic Marlins are going to have to do, but it's going to be, has to be something mystical if they're going to try to get back into this one. The drive there from McCoy, playing again with 4 fouls. Gets the easy finger roll, the foul, and at a chance now to cut the lead down to 11.
And that's his first basket of the game.
Yep.
Coming in the 4th quarter.
That is not at all what they wanted to do here. So the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons up 12 on the Mystic Marlins from Doris Johnson. 6:47 to go here in this 4th quarter semifinal of the 2019 high school basketball championships. And McCoy barely clipping the side of the rim. Will be a violation, it seems, though. Tabby, again, you can see down here, Janice Shepard is the one who's being isolating on Dames. I think that's Janice Shepard's third foul. Bain having some problems. Turnaround J, attempt by Ramad Dean, no good. Trying to track it down is Doris Johnson's Malachi McCoy. He steps out of bounds as he tries to go airborne to pull that down. Inbound to Adley. Adley to Monroe. Monroe trying to shake the defender. Outside now to Romadine, no good. The rebound from McCoy. McCoy is stripped by Dames. And it looks as if Janice Shepard is going to pick up his fourth foul.
Dames playing tough. Like I said, just earlier in the half, coming up with a lot of offensive rebounds for his team.
Janice Shepard now playing with 4 fouls. Malachi McCoy playing with 4 fouls for Doris Johnson. That's going to play a big role in the rest of this game. 6:13 to go. Dames not able to connect. 12-point lead from the Falcons. Now they're back up to their largest lead again, 13, 51-38. Lowe looking for something. Burrows out to Shepard. Shepard back to Burrows. Burrows for 3, no good. Malachi McCoy tracks down the rebound. Back to Burrows. Burrows around to Shepard. Shepard for 3. He loses control, it looks as if. And here they come on the next end. And an easy 2 from Donato Adderley for Tabernacle. $15-point lead right now, cut down to 13, 53-40. But the Falcons from Tabernacle squarely in control of this match. Dames losing a bit of control. Back into the hands of Nathaniel Bain. Bain to Monroe. Monroe may even think about taking a 3 from that deep, and he may just make it. 5 on the shot clock. Dames thinks about it, hands it around. The J, no good. I think we're laughing at the same thing. So I'm thinking it's a timeout. Yeah, we're taking a timeout here. I think it was Doris Johnson, Mystic Marlins taking the timeout. So a lot going on here, to say the least.
It's a bit of trash talking in that room. What do you think he said to him? Excited to see you?
I don't think might be able to say that in Nick's company, but I'm sure that he was saying, "Don't try that with me, buddy."
Let's go with that.
But wow, this is not the matchup that we expected. I thought it would have been a lot closer. The Falcons from Tabernacle up by as much as 15, leading right now 13, 53-40 on the defending GSSA champions, the defending Hugh Campbell champions, the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. And with about 5 minutes to go, is there any hope right now for Doris to get back into this?
Yeah, they have some hope, but the window is small. They have about a minute to try cut into this lead to get this to single digits. If not, it's going to be a very, very tough task to overcome the Falcons.
So 5:08 to go in regulation. Tayuko Lowe to bring the rock in for Doris Johnson. Again, not sure what the holdup is right now. But here we go. Shepard back to Lowe. Lowe brings it up very very slowly. Low to Bell, Bell to Shepard. Shepard back out to Burrows. Burrows deflected, off to the races. Nathaniel Bain for the easy 2 there for Tabernacle. Tabby with the awesome defense here. Back up to the largest lead, 15, 55-40. 4:40 to go in regulation in this matchup between the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons and the Mystic Marlins from Doris Johnson. Dames brings it up very slowly. 14 on the shot clock. Tabby has time to play with. Time not on the side of the Mystic Marlins. Dames, pressure applied by Janice Shepard. And that will be Janice Shepard's 5th foul. And that will be the 5th foul on Janice Shepard, number 4. Not the way you want to end your season. Shepard goes out. Richard Lowe comes in. Dame shooting 2. Connects the first. Largest lead now, 16 points for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. 56-40 on the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. 17 now the lead, the largest of the game. 4:19 to go here in regulation. Low. Out to Burrows. Burrows is stripped, going up. He gets the foul.
It's a last-second effort now, trying to get it at least within 12.
Is 17 completely insurmountable at this point, you think?
I don't want to say completely, but it's as close to it as it can be. Especially with the way their offense has been playing throughout this game.
Joshua Burrows trying to cut things down. Misses the first of 2. Able to connect the second one. 57-41. Tabby up on Doris Johnson. Tabby playing only with time at this point. Low with the rebound. Low off to the races now. Low behind the back pass to Malachi McCoy. McCoy with the jumper, no good.
It's been a real struggle for him.
Malachi McCoy and Lowe still in it. And I'm thinking, it looks as if it was another technical foul on the Doris Johnson bench. Not sure why, but I think that's what the indication was. It was a technical foul on the bench. So going to shoot the free throw for Tabernacle, Ethan Monroe.
Just letting the ref know the good job he's doing.
Monroe shooting 100 for tonight, 1 of 1. He messes up his perfect record there. Now 1 of 2 for the evening. .352 to go. 3:52 to go. 57-41. The Eagles and St. George's Jaguars waiting to see who they have the opportunity to possibly play after this matchup. Dames driving, loses control, it goes out of bounds. Driving, no good. Low with the rebound. Rowe puts the putback. Lowe trying to stop the bleeding here, but it may be too little too late. 3:28 to go, 57-43. I don't think Doris has trailed this much throughout the entire season at any point in any of their games. So this is uncharted territory for them. Lowe picks up the three-point play, 57-44. 13-point lead for Tabernacle. Burrows on Dames. Monroe gets the rock. Saunders switches out with Burrows. Saunders on Dames. Dames tries to think about the three, thinks again, gets it inside to Joshua. Joshua gets it back out. This time it will be Donato Adley putting it in the hands of Trevon Aline. And this is just pick your story end line here for the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons. They're just scoring at will now.
Yeah, I think Doris realizes that lead is a bit too much to overcome at this point. They're trying to put on a good face, but deep down I think they know it's approaching that time.
Not sure what's going on. So what happened is they called it a common foul. They thought they were in the bonus, but it's a common non-shooting foul, so it will be out of bounds. The next one presumably will be a shooting foul situation for Doris Johnson. Saunders thinks about the three, turns around with the J. He's stripped by Dames. And Monroe with the easy finger roll for another two. Monroe has had 17 points on the night, outmatched only by Joshua Dames with 20 for the Falcons from Tabernacle Baptist.
I think Coach Bowles realizes what time it is. He has a lot of his 11th grade players out there getting some experience before next year's season kicks off.
Lowe hits the first free throw, 61-45. Hits the second. Still a 15-point lead by the Falcons from Tabby. Tabby not able to hold on to it. 13 on the shot clock. Monroe pulls it out. He pulls it far out, trying to take advantage of the pick. No good. Monroe out to Adley. Adley over to Bain. Bain with the miss. The putback. No good. The second chance opportunity from Aline, able to drop in. And again, right now, I think we're going through the motions on both ends of the court. Falcons up 63-46, 1:48 to go here in this first semifinal of the 2019 High School Basketball Championships from the Freeport Grand Bahamas St. George's High School Gymnasium. Saunders to shoot two. He connects. 1:48 to go in regulation here. Apparently there's some wetness on the ground. So 63-47. Falcons up on the Mystic Marlins. 63-47, 148 to go. They've got some, I think, sweat on the ground, so they're trying to get that up. At the conclusion of this game, we've got immediate coverage of the St. George's Jaguars. Burgundy and white going up against Bimini's Gateway Christian Academy. They will presumably be fighting to play against the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons for the championship, the National High School Championship. Not quite sure what this discussion is about, but it seems to be a little long. Saunders shooting the second of two, misses. Falcons. Oh. Joshua Burrows picks up his fourth foul. Seems inconsequential at this point.
It's been a long 2 minutes so far.
An extraordinarily long 2 minutes. There you see former coach of the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons, Norris Bain, one of the winningest coaches in Hugh Campbell history.
Norris looks like he just got done preaching a sermon.
He probably did. He probably did. Ramad Dean connects there, 64-47. Burrows thinks about it, hands it out to Saunders. Saunders drives himself past three defenders. Saunders will go to the line to shoot two. Makes that one 64-49. Still a 15-point lead for Tabernacle. Dames can't seem to hold on to it. Burrows, low, forces. Burrows and low forces the turnover. So it will be Doris Johnson's possession in the front court, 64-49, 120 to go. Low, hands off to Malachi McCoy. McCoy able to connect. Cuts the lead down to 13.
That should be it for McCoy.
If that is McCoy, yes, that will be his fifth foul. That is McCoy's fifth foul, so he'll be sent off. Not a very productive night for McCoy. 4 points, 3 rebounds, and just 1 block.
Yeah, he only played 7 minutes.
And only 7 minutes after he got into quick foul trouble. Ramad Dean with the miss. This is both. Low with the rebound. Taiko Low now bringing up the rock. A carrying violation on Taiko Low. So with 59.5 seconds to go, 64-41. The Tabernacle Baptist Falcons with the lead on the defending GSSA champions, the defending Hugh Campbell champions, Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. They will be sent home after this double-digit loss at the hands of the Falcons. Falcons playing keep away. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ethan Monroe tries to get it in, but low with the rebound. Burrows trying to get 2. He cuts it down. 11-point lead right now. Foul on, I think that's Burrows.
Yeah. And that's 5 on him.
And just like that, he's out as well. His 5th foul. Joshua Dames with 20 points for the night, trying to make it 21 right now. 64-53, 31 seconds to go. Joshua Dames with 21 points so far in the night, 65-53. Low, inside to Low, no good. Low tries to go up, he is blocked. Off to the races now, Ethan Monroe, he gets an easy 2. 67-53. Low drives forward, Doris Johnson cuts it back down. But this one is over. Ethan Monroe brings it out as time winds down. The Tabernacle Baptist Falcons from Freeport, Grand Bahamas send home the defending Hugh Campbell basketball champions. The defending GSSA champions, Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins, home from the 2019 high school basketball championships with a 69-53 win. And again, this was not the matchup that we thought we were going to see. Just a quick correction, it was a 67-53 point win for the Falcons. And this, again, not the game we thought we were going to see.
Well, Doris, key players, foul trouble early. Malachi McCoy, like we said a few minutes ago, he played just 7 minutes in this game. Not really effective. 3 points, I think, 3 rebounds. Definitely not the game you expected out of Joshua Burrows down the stretch. Not able to get anything going until the 4th quarter as well. Just a tough all-around night for Doris Johnson.
Joshua Dames with 21 points and Ethan Monroe 19 for Tabernacle Baptist. They were a tandem tonight.
Yeah, Monroe hit a lot.